Bonjour YouTube et bienvenue à ce 7e épisode de Danganronpa Trigger et Havoc. Au cours du dernier épisode, on a retrouvé malheureusement la première victime, qui est Sayaka. Elle a l'air d'avoir un poignard dans l'abdomen lorsqu'on l'a retrouvée dans la salle de bain de la chambre de Negi. On n'oublie pas qu'on avait fait le switch de room avec le switch de chambre en fait dans le dortoir avec elle. Donc c'était dans notre chambre. Est-ce que c'était elle qui était censée être la victime ou nous? On le sait pas encore parce que est-ce que le tueur nous disait nous puis c'est elle qui se retrouvait dans la chambre? On va peut-être le savoir au courant de cet épisode. Sur ce, je vous souhaite un bon visionnement. Oh, deadly light! Il y a quelqu'un qui a tué. Il y a quelqu'un qui essaie de sortir d'ici. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at the huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remembered seeing before. And when I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before. Qu'est-ce que je fais dans le gymnase? Ah, you're awake? Finally, are you okay? No. Now's no time for sleeping. Get your ass up. You were unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here.
Well,
It's no surprise considering what happened. What happened? What happened? Ah. Hey, are you okay? So it wasn't a dream? What I saw? It was real? That's right. It really did happen. Sayaka is dead. A deep, dark despair worked its way through my body and then exploded out of me. Une chance qu'on lui a dit qu'on allait la sauver, qu'on allait la protéger. Et qu'elle finalement elle meurt. I shut up, and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka is. If Sayaka is,
just give up.
you can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself.
Why?
Listen to us, man.
What?
What do you think gonna happen if you go out there? Well, what good is it gonna do to just sit around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at a time like this? Our friend Sayaka, she's dead. Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. I realized she was really gone.
Calm down.
None of us to be here right now. Want to be here right now, either. Then why? Shouldn't it be obvious? Kuma, you told us to all come here? Well, hold on. Don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember the terrible price I had to pay. But
So,
I'm the one who convinced them to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason.
correct.
We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why should we listen to anything she has to say? It's obvious he's the one who killed Sayaka.
Wrong.
Well, I would never do that. If you can believe anything, you can believe that. He's here again.
Hey.
Unless someone relates the school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you. I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of our school life here.
Listen up.
I'm famous at safari parks through the world for living the beer times one rule.
But
Then, who did it? Who killed him?
Come on.
You all already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka. Don't be stupid. That's
What?
what's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shut up with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began? Why did you decided to kill Sayaka so that you could graduate? Someone just following the rule. There's nothing wrong with that.
well,
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
Wrong.
Nope. Sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify to that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious?
What is this?
Someone killed someone? It is amazing that some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on. Don't just assume he's telling you the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets graduated from the school, right? Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave.
What?
Why are you laughing? It's cause... Naive! You're just too naive! You think it's really that easy? You can just kill someone and waltz out of here?
Hey.
You're super
Come
naive.
on now.
Devilishly naive. Hellishly naive. No. The real thing has just begun. The real thing?
Now then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold. Remember?
Then perhaps...
You're referring to the rule number 6 of the school regulation. If you are the backend that committed the murder, you can be found out by the other students. That is what you are talking about, is it not?
In other words,
Bingo! It's not enough to just kill someone. You have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with. So a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? Yep, it will begin a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the blackened, who committed the murder. And the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
during the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which of course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
Ah non, il y a plus que ça.
Well...
So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Well, to put it simply,
What?
it's execution. Execution?
What?
And by execution, you mean?
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair! Bzz, bzz, poison gas! Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane!
So, to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die. But if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed.
Well done!
What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you, implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system or an inquisition type thing. Which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But just carefully, because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add to the rule I just described to you and book. Make sure to keep it in mind. Bon, yeah.
Hey!
Wait, hold on a second.
The hell are you talking
You're freaking
about?
insane. You know that?
Huh?
Huh?
What the?
A class royale? What the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
What's this?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone?
What?
What? Are you saying you're not gonna participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy.
The hell are you
What?
talking about?
Punishment? I might, I don't know, throw you in the deep, dark, scary prison or something?
Shut the hell
Shut
up!
the hell up. Take whatever you want. I'm not gonna be part of this.
I don't believe it!
Don't be so selfish.
Stop it!
You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me. I'm trembling with fear.
Shing!
But I won't give in such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you have to go through me first. As he said that, he came charging at us. Although it was more of a waddle. But then... Oh no!
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Are you?
Huh?
Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is
Oh,
not
no.
allowed! You violated a school regulation!
Oh no.
I invoke the mighty summon spell! Help! To me, godly spear, Gunyear!
What? Wait a minute. Fait qu'elle vient de se faire tuer là. Junko Inoshima n'est plus parmi nous.
This wasn't supposed to. Why? Me?
Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shut wide open. And just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
What the? You don't? This can't be real. No way!
Well now,
Now, I am fully aware that of the great power and meaning of the promise. I really want to keep a corpse from popping up from no good reason, you know? But I guess you all needed to be taught a lesson. After all, what an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
Junko's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I had ever seen the moment someone's lives came to an end. Nobody there could deny that what they seen. Junko, who until just a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being.
Right,
It's really not at all shocking. She just died, that's all. Just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comic, so it's not like when you die you didn't really die. This is reality.
Why?
Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something? I changed my mind.
I knew it.
No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time.
say what?
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly. You can't kill time. Come on. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time?
Damn it!
Come on. What do you take me for? I'm Monokuma.
Well now,
Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the back end.
ta-da!
This little file has all the information I gathered about the death in question. I like to call it
It's
the
the
Monokuma file.
file.
I mean, naturally, you guys aren't experts at this kind of things, so you can only do so much with a corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance camera picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down.
So then...
Wait, so then, you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial. Oh, now, could I?
Correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow comforting.
Well,
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the class trial in a little while. Well. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at the thought of us. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long, nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. But there was more to it than that. It was also the idea that someone of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicions. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her.
Hey,
Now's not the time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we can do right now is lose all faith in each other. That will lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
What?
in other words...
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not trust is, of course, up to you. Continuing to think about and talk about the disease certainly isn't going to help anything.
what the heck?
Saying stuff like this is just... How many times have I told you? Anyone who can't adapt will die. That is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwillingly to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible!
What an awful things to say, especially after what's will happen.
Just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation. We have no choice but to move forward.
What the heck?
We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way the hell am I letting someone kill me? Alright, damn it, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they're so right. They're right. We just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out. But still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this. Okay. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check up for pulse, like they do in the movies and stuff, but she's really dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check after those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. Hold on. Just wait a second. She's dead? Then that means everything that happened so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever. It's really real? Hell no! Someone save me! Let me out of here! Somebody help me!
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting that? Ouais, t'es dans le début depuis ce temps-là, je pensais qu'il faisait juste niaiser. Ok, fine. Bon! Est-ce qu'on parle vraiment à tout le monde ou on fait juste partir de là? If we find out who did it, then only that person dies. But if we get it wrong, then all the rest of us face execution.
What the heck?
That's what that ridiculous school's regulation said, right? So stupid. We need to hurry and figure out who the culprit is.
Hey,
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey,
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think. Anyway, I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no. We can't just leave him there alone.
what?
What? Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Is it obvious? If you were the culprit, what the first thing you will do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. Fuck you.
So then,
Find them. As they're on guard duty as well. That's why there's no problem. Two-player co-op based defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
But
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I try. Okay, we're
anyway,
going to find out who the killer is. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. Là, il y a des gens.
Are
So
you
we're gonna
serious?
try and find out who did it. Oui, c'est ça le but.
oh,
Okay, you finally noticed.
What the
Or
crap?
noticed what? I was looking through the monochroma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual.
huh?
What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about the Sayaka? Where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's arm. Oh, what? She's right. Then could it be it? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second, you've got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. Do you expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it.
So then,
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an agreement to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
so
well, do I really have to say anymore?
actually,
I'd rather you didn't, you know?
goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym.
Goodbye.
I'll be going too. And just like Kyoko, he was gonna before we realized it.
Yo,
Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty. I've been around to the scene of the crime. That's right.
hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence.
You're
You
fucking
better
dead.
not let me find them. I skipped the trial and caved their gun that's got in myself. I'm serious, I will. I think these deadly words hang in the air. He and Sakura run up.
So,
But I mean, we're not detective or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
anyway,
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
this is
It was you.
very
I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. You gonna kill me next?
So,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt if to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's the guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least just check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out. Ok, mais il y a quelqu'un couché en avant de toi qui se vide de son sang.
Oh yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting looks at me. I'd still been feeling with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why did he have to suspect me? Do I have to do something? Otherwise, everyone will.
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair! Bzz, bzz, poison gas! Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane!
I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. Investigate! Ok, fait que là, on a sûrement un allumette, j'imagine. I guess I should look through the Monokuma files we got before. The victim was Sayaka Maizono. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 AM. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Donc, soit que on a vu que l'épée était sortie, soit qu'elle s'en est servie pour se défendre au départ, ou encore c'est ça qui a été servi pour casser le poignet. Parce qu'on sait que c'est une épée de décoration, donc ça peut pas. On sait que c'est le couteau aussi qui l'a poignardé, donc ça peut pas être ça. Somehow I have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Okay, like Monokuma files number 1 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Je peux-tu encore interagir avec ça? Ok, non, c'est la même affaire. Ok. No way! I seriously don't wanna die here! I'm begging you, God Buddha, Mother Heart, God of Space, King Neptune, help me! I don't care who it is, just gotta get me out of here. Io doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigation right now. Je pense pas qu'elle non plus va nous aider. Aren't you going to help investigate, Shiro? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Bon. C'est pas mal les seules affaires qu'on pouvait interagir avec, à part la maudite TV qui est encore là. Fait que, on va sortir de là. Fait que la seule chose que je peux voir qu'on peut faire pour t'aider à investiguer, à enquêter en fait, c'est de retourner dans notre chambre pour voir le corps, pour voir l'état. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. C'est ça que je disais. We won't make any progress without investigating there. Donc, le début de l'enquête, je veux pas, c'est notre pièce à nous. So I headed to my room, where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. Ok. Donc, moi je suis sûr que le katana est bizarre. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, that's been taken out of his shell. Sheik, today. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself until now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off part of the blade and the handle. Yet the handle especially is missing a lot of this coating. I remember the coating stick to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Bon, ok. Replica sword, ok, good. Fait que on sait que le meurtrier en a probablement sur les mains. Ok. La clé sur le sol, c'est mon nom qui est dessus. Faudrait juste être la clé. Ah, that's right. We'd have to trade keys. Exact. Il y avait donné en échange de sa clé. When we switch rooms, we switch keys. So Sayaka would have had the key here in the room the entire time. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room in the first place? To Sayaka have forgotten the lock on the door? No, that's impossible. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? Exact. Bon, after saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten the lock on it. To lock it, or open it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it, or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around. So she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer? Ok. Donc, le fait qu'on a switché le room a été ajouté. Mais c'est vrai que c'est intriguant de comment que le tueur a pu faire pour rentrer. En fait, je peux voir c'est qu'il l'avait ouvert, mais... This is the replica sword I brought back from self-defense. This means it was used in the attack somehow. What? There's some scratches on the sheet. They must have been made with something sharp. But how the sheet gets scratched up in the first place? And if someone used a sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheet to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheet like this will only get in the way. It could just slide up in the middle of the fight. So where are there scratches on the sheet? La seule affaire que je peux voir pourquoi il y a ces scratches là sur le sheet. C'est tout simplement que c'est peut-être Sayaka qui l'a pris pour se défendre. Puis le couteau a frappé plusieurs fois le sheet parce qu'elle se défendait avec l'épée. C'est la première affaire qu'elle a eu comme réflexe, probablement. Est-ce que c'est elle qui l'a sorti de son fourreau? Par exemple, j'en ai oublié. Les scratches. Il y a beaucoup de scratches à terre. There are scratches and gouges on the wall and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Yep. It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it. I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something. Non, on n'oublie pas. Mais c'est pas possible parce que tout était sonorisé dans les chambres. That would not have been possible. Yeah?
Huh.
Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could have happened in the room next to you, and there's no way you could know.
Well,
Perhaps this was another of Munikuma's strategies, creating a little setting for murder. Yep. Ok. Fait qu'on sait qu'il Il y a eu pas mal de combats. C'est fait ici. There's what, ok. Bon, ça va pas. Ok, fine. Bon, ah oui, il y en a sur le lit aussi. Ouais, je les avais même pas marqué sur le lit pour être franc. C'est pas quelque chose. Tu le notes pas? C'est quelque chose d'écriture. Note pas is there, but I don't think it's relevant now. Okay. Les outils? The toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that it's been used at all. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine, and I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine the situation where I need a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, no.
What?
We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either, then?
What?
Not just me. Nobody
What?
busted theirs out yet, far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way.
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet. Cause like, why the hell would you? Okay, I did it. Cool. Right. Ça coûte, je m'en fous un peu. Sakura. As the display said, the sword was on. Bon, ben, je pense qu'il nous reste. En fait, on pourrait parler avec Kyoko. Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area. But.
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
Sérieux? I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. Mais la chambre de bain, c'est pas mal la place. I should look around here first. I can check other spots later. Ah, bon. Ça va que j'ai pas tout trouvé. Ah, ben je pourrais parler avec l'autre, c'est sûr.
By the way.
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
You son of a bitch!
That dirty bastard. Anyone who raised their hand to a woman is scum. That deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
You're fucking
So
dead!
if I ever find this that did this, I'm gonna pound this goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo.
That will all get sorted out when the times come. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
Hey.
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you do this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. Tu y aller là? Non, pas encore. Limite. La caméra qui est là. Ça? Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decided to clean up a little? Je pense pas, non? Okay. There are dodges in the bed, like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? This is one of the commentaries that Nanukuma appears on. Right now he's just showing this full crest. Je pense avoir manqué quelque chose d'autre là. Ça on l'a déjà vu. C'est la même affaire qu'on disait tantôt.
Well,
Je vais aller dans la salle de bain, c'est pas compliqué. Il veut pas! La trash can. Non? Ah non, hey, come on. La clé. pas que je check plus. Ok, neuf. Quoi? Je peux pas aller par là. Je peux juste tourner, il n'y a rien au plafond. Ça, toutes les rondes qu'il y a là, on les a déjà toutes checkées. Même les rondes qu'il y a là, je pense qu'on les a déjà toutes checkées. J'ai l'impression que c'est pas le... On va parler avec elle. Hey, Kyoko. I quietly call her name while she was investigating, but... Ah, ok, non.
What are you doing? Isn't it
Pas la
obvious?
même
I'm
affaire.
sir. Did you lose?
But if you're second with her, she's supposedly stood up straight and said,
Listen.
"Are you a clean freak?" No, I don't think so, but what? Nothing, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Unusual? What do you mean?
so
I searched your floor from one corner to the another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really? Mon accident pourrait me débarquer.
indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it too?
I see.
Very interesting. The room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used a lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? Ok. On a commencé à avoir quelques preuves. Donc, on a regardé au niveau de l'épée, l'épée dorée qui a été utilisée soit pour se défendre, soit pour frapper. On ne le sait pas trop encore. On sait que Sayaka avait une blessure à un poignet, donc probablement que c'est l'agresseur qui l'avait utilisé. Mais encore là, est-ce que Sayaka avait le couteau au départ? Ça non plus, on ne le sait pas toujours. On a trouvé que aussi, que soit l'agresseur ou soit Sayaka avait fait le ménage dans la pièce de naviguer. On a plein d'éléments encore qui nous manquent, qu'on va probablement trouver au fur et à mesure des prochains épisodes. Donc, si vous voulez suivre l'action en live, il tombe sur Twitch. Le lien va être juste ici. Sinon, vous pouvez le retrouver aussi dans la description de cette vidéo. Je vous souhaite une bonne fin de journée ou une bonne fin de soirée, tout dépendant de ce qui s'applique à vous. Prenez soin de vous et je vous dis à la prochaine. Bye bye.